Hey everyone, my name is Riley and this video is a Minecraft server hosting provider tier list. I've tried out and tested pretty much every server hosting provider out there. These are just 7 of the most popular. Usually they are the most popular for a reason, but some of these really aren't the best and we will get into that throughout this video. For all of the server hosts that I talk about in this video, I will leave my affiliate link in the description, and if you sign up through this link, that is where you can get the best deals and discounts for any of the server hosts that we talk about in this video. Now, the first hosting provider on this list is going to be Apex Hosting. I'm going to go for a B tier. I would say this is pretty good, but it's very, very expensive for what it is. If we go over to Apex right here, big pro is that they have a lot of different games. So if you want to be hosting like Minecraft, of course you can. We can go Palworld, Project Zomboid, Valheim. Basically every game that you want to host and create a server around is available on Apex. Very broad spectrum here. However, the pricing is just very expensive, especially compared to some of these other options on the list. And the type of server that you get for this, it's good, it's on par with some of the top ones on this list, but it's just more expensive than them. Like $28 per month for an 8GB of RAM Minecraft server. With all of these, you get your first month for a little bit of a discount. So as you can see with 8GB, $21 for the first month, and then $28 for every month after that. It's not the most expensive on this list, but as you will see when I show you the price of some of these other server hosts, it's quite expensive. On top of this, if I just move over, this is kind of misleading as well. I don't really know if it is, but you would assume with this like chat icon that you can get into a live chat. If we go ahead and open this up, you can see we have this hosting support. But as you can see, live chat won't be available till the 20th of January. The final thing that I will show you is, of course, the Trustpilot reviews. So if we pull up Apex Hosting, 4.7 stars, 7.7 thousand reviews. So as you can see, in terms of like the server reliability, the speed that you get on your server, everything on that side is absolutely fantastic. I can testify to that myself. But the fact that there's no live support and the fact that it is pretty expensive, that's why Apex Hosting is going in the B tier. Next on the list is going to be Nodecraft. Just based on pricing, this could actually be D. But because these servers are actually good, I think it has to go C. D would be like expensive and terrible servers. Nodecraft is just really, really expensive, but the servers are actually good. Because look, if we go into Nodecraft right here, once again, plenty of games to choose from. We have 33 different games that you can host on Nodecraft. But if we go into Minecraft hosting as an example, this is crazy. Pretty much $40 per month for an 8GB of RAM Minecraft server. This is wild. Like, Apex is already pretty expensive, charging $28 for this 8GB of RAM server. Nodecraft is $40 for the same size. Once again, if I just move myself over, live chat isn't even live. As you can see, like, send us a message and we'll be back online today. There's no live chat on Nodecraft either. Like, I have to speak to them. Yes, I can create a chat ticket and they will get back to me, but it might take me a few hours. And especially if like something happens to my server or I'm brand new and I'm struggling to set my server up, this really isn't the best, especially for such a premium service. It really can't go any higher than C tier. As I mentioned though, if we look right here over on Trustpilot, fantastic company, 4.9 stars. So when you actually get the server up and running, although it is very, very expensive, once again, the server is absolutely fantastic. I should also mention, I should have mentioned this a little bit earlier, that all of these server hosts that we talk about in this video can do the basic things that you expect them to. I'm talking about things like having DDoS protection, mod and plugin installers so that you can install mods onto your server. They are also going to have one-click installer and instant setup to make it super easy for you to put this server up and get the server live. So they all do the basics. That's why I'm not covering that aspect of it, because all of them have the main features that you need in order to smoothly run a Minecraft server. Next on the list, we have Citadel servers. Once again, this is a B. It's a little bit cheaper than Nodecraft. It's more expensive than Apex Hosting, but once again, the server quality is absolutely fantastic. Something else to keep in mind about Citadel is the fact that they don't just offer gaming hosting, they also offer web hosting, VPS hosting, and dedicated servers. This is often a good thing. The reason for this is because they offer a wider variety. oftentimes they're making more money as a company, so they have better servers because they have more money to reinvest. But if we go to the game hosting section right here, let's once again go to Minecraft. This is our frame of reference in this video for pricing. And we can see originally this looks super cheap until we see right here the amount of RAM is 500 megabytes, which you're not running anything on that. So let's bump it up to 8 gigabytes of RAM. Once again, this is our reference for this video. $32. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's a little bit cheaper than Nodecraft, but a little bit more expensive than Apex. Something with Citadel though that is absolutely fantastic that we didn't see with the previous two options is the fact that they actually do have live chat. So if I open this up and I just scoot myself along to this side, I can enter some details in here and then click on start chat. And then as you can see, I'm now connected with Kyle right here. And this is actually a live chat. We can get through to somebody super quickly. Absolutely awesome. So overall with Citadel, it really depends on what you're looking for. If you want to pay a little bit extra to get that live chat support rather than going through a ticketing system, Citadel might be a better option than these other two. Next on the list, we have PebbleHost. And if you are specifically looking for Minecraft hosting, this is fantastic, but it's very limited. This could be S tier, but I'm seeing a better hosting provider on this list, so I'm going to go with A tier. As I said, with PebbleHost, you're very limited in the games that you can play, as really they only offer Minecraft or Discord bot hosting, which I assume you're not really interested in, as this is a game server hosting review. So as you can see, we have 3 different plans right here. We have budget, we have premium, and we have extreme. Budget is crazy cheap, like really cheap, but for most people, unless you're on like a super tight budget, I would recommend going for at least premium. The reason for this is, first of all, you don't get free automatic backups. So on the budget, you can back this up, but you have to do this manually. The reason that you would want backups is because it's going to back up your server. So let's say that somebody comes in and griefs your server, or you die and you lose all of your items. Then what you can do if you have the backup is you can just go to yesterday's saved file that's backed up, and you can just set that as the file that you play on and essentially pretend like nothing happened. Another reason for premium is the fact that you get this one-click mod pack installer. Essentially on the budget version, you can't install mods, so that's going to be a big thing for a lot of people. And then of course, because this is a cheaper version, the specs just aren't as good, and I wouldn't say it's going to lag, but it's just not going to run as smoothly as premium or extreme. Now, speaking about budget, the price is wild. Like if we look at the 8 gigabytes right here for Minecraft that we've been comparing the rest to, $8 per month. For reference, the cheapest that we looked at before this is Apex, and that was $28 per month. But as I say, the specs aren't the best. You don't get the automatic backups or the one-click mod pack installer, which you do with premium. This is a much better option in my opinion. And look at this, it's still super cheap. $18 compared to the other cheapest that was Apex at $28. Once again, we can go over to Trustpilot right here, and PebbleHost has fantastic reviews. As you can see, 4.7 stars after 3.6 thousand reviews. PebbleHost is definitely an A-tier hosting provider. Next on the list is GameTeam. This is definitely low on the list. I'm trying to decide if this is D or C. Customer support is really bad. I'm going to go with DT, for GameTeam. I really don't like this. There is one reason that you would use GameTeam. It's not completely terrible, like the actual servers themselves are good, but the customer service just isn't really the best, and the price isn't as low as some of the other options on this list. So if we go into here and we go into Minecraft once again, the only reason that I would personally use GameTeam is if I needed a really big server. So as you can see right here, we can go down and we can bump this up all the way to 64 gigabytes of RAM. Like this is a huge server. You can't really get this size with a lot of the other server options. As you can see though, even if we go with 8 gigabytes right here, this is still $28 per month. And even if we go with the budget option right here, and we once again pull this up to 8 gigabytes, it's $14 per month, which isn't bad. But for a budget option, if I was deciding which budget option do I want to go with, even though like the server might not be the best because it's very cheap, but if I was on a really tight budget and I was deciding GameTeam or PebbleHost, I would definitely go with PebbleHost. Look at this. Let me go to Trustpilot and look at GameTeam. 2.8 stars. Like this is really bad. Now what you will generally find with these reviews is the servers are actually pretty good, but It's just the customer service that really sucks. As you can see, like terrible customer service. The server is easy to set up, but the customer service has no response. So just keep that in mind. It's not something that I would completely stay away from and say like never ever go with GameTeam. But with some of the other options on this list, that's why it's a D tier. Next on the list, we have HostHavoc. HostHavoc for me is definite S tier, like 100% absolute S tier. Now, the way that you go about signing up to HostHavoc depends on what game you are trying to run. So if you need a Minecraft server host, I will leave links for both of these in the description, by the way, but you want to go to HostHavoc Minecraft, and it looks like this. If you want to host any other game, you want to go to the HostHavoc gaming version, and both of these are the exact same in terms of price. As you can see, Game Panel 1, $4.99, 4GB of RAM, Game Panel 2, $6.99, 8GB of RAM. These are the exact same across these both. It's just different in the way that you set them up. So I'll leave those tagged in the description, but just make sure you are on the right version of HostHavoc if you do want to sign up with them. Now, with HostHavoc, the reason that this is going S tier is the amount of savings that you can get if you sign up for 1 to 2 years is absolutely incredible. Even if you want to just go month by month, it's still pretty cheap. So as you can see right here, the 8GB of RAM that we were referring to throughout this video, if you go month by month, it's $15 per month. But if you go for like a 2-year term, you pay upfront, but this is like $6.99 per month, which is cheaper than PebbleHost. And the servers that you get for this are just so much better. Just to show you this, if I click in and choose the plan right here, you can see if I go 24 months, this is $6.99 per month, but I pay this all upfront. So if you know that you are going to have your server for 2 years, this is a fantastic option. The same with the 12 months, it is going to go up a little bit to an average of $7.50 per month. And once again, we pay this upfront, but you can essentially host your Minecraft server with this for under $100 per year. And then if we just go to the month by month right here, still very cheap at $16 per month. Now, would I go with HostHavoc or would I go with PebbleHost when we are talking about Minecraft? Well, if you're going for any game other than Minecraft, first of all, you basically have to go with HostHavoc because PebbleHost doesn't support it. But even if I was going with Minecraft, I would go with HostHavoc either way. The reason for this is because the specs that you get with the server is absolutely crazy. If we just pull up PebbleHost as well right here, this is for the premium option. We can go for the same 8GB. This is $18 per month. So even if you're buying HostHavoc month by month, it still works out cheaper. On top of this, what I have also found is the PebbleHost isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's still absolutely fantastic, but HostHavoc tends to have better uptime. The reason for this is because HostHavoc is a huge company. They don't just offer game hosting, they also offer like WordPress hosting, they also offer their own site builder. And because this is such a big company, they really need uptime to be like really high. They need it to be on top of the game. So out of all of these, HostHavoc has by far the best uptime of any of these other options on the list. It also has the best money back guarantee as well. So you basically have 30 days to test out your server. And then if for whatever reason you don't like it, you can get a full refund. If we go over to Trustpilot right here, we can see 38,000 reviews. So by far the biggest company on here and 4.7 stars. So a combination of the pricing, the uptime, the money back guarantee, and the reviews. That is why HostHavoc is my favorite game hosting company, and that's why it's S tier. The next on the list is, I actually forgot to mention the HostHavoc live chat. Does HostHavoc have live chat? So just to show you this, I'm now logged into my HostHavoc account, and I can go ahead and open this up right here. Then we can go down and we can start a live chat right here. As you can see, we typically reply in under 1 minute, and just like that, I get my first reply. So that is HostHavoc. Next, we need to talk about ScalaCube. For me, ScalaCube, it's not too expensive. It's about the same as like Apex around that area. I'm going to go for C tier. With Scala, we have a few options for games that we can choose, but a lot of these, it just says coming soon. If I go to all games right here, you can see we maybe have 20 games to choose from, and then all of these are just coming soon. In terms of the pricing, let's just go to Minecraft server hosting. We can go up here and we can choose an 8GB of RAM server, $24 per month, so a little bit cheaper than Apex. But the reason that it's in C tier is I think the server quality is not quite as good as Apex or Citadel. We can even go over to Trustpilot, and I've never actually checked ScalaCube's ratings, but I don't think they're going to be too high. Yeah, 4.1, so as you can see, towards the lower end of the list that we've looked at today. And as you can see, yeah, these people can't use the server properly. As I said, like overall, the server quality on ScalaCube, even though the pricing isn't the worst, like we can see a lot of 5-star reviews here as well. But as I say, from personal experience, I didn't find ScalaCube that good in terms of the actual server quality. And then finally, to finish off this tier list, we have HostHavoc. I'm going to put this in B tier. Once again, fantastic servers. The quality of the servers is really, really good. But the pricing is just a little bit too expensive to put it in A tier. If we go over here to HostHavoc, we can see in terms of the games, they have a lot of different games to choose from. So as you can see, these are all of the supported games that we have. But we are going to go into Minecraft right here. And then if we go down to like an 8 GB of RAM server, $30 a month. As I said, not the best in terms of price, but the server quality is absolutely fantastic. And once again, we can see this on Trustpilot. 4.8 stars after 1,000 reviews. So I think this is actually the smallest company that we have on this list. But as I said, once again, fantastic high quality servers, a lot of different games to choose from. The pricing is just a little bit too much for me. So that is my gaming hosting provider tier list. Remember to get the best deals and discounts for all of the gamer serving providers that I talked about in this video. You can do so using the links in the description. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.